Toni Morrison is the first African-American woman to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. She is one of the most celebrated authors in the 20th century. She is the voice and consciousness of America. She provokes us to become better, to look at the horror of our past so that we might have something better in the future. On February 18, 1931, Chloe Anthony Wofford was born to George Wofford and Grandma in Lorraine, Ohio. She was the second oldest of 4 children. In high school, Morrison took Latin and read many great works of European literature. She graduated from Lorraine High School with honors in 1949. She attended Howard University, where she continued to pursue her interest in literature. She majored in English and chose the classics as her minor. Morrison then went on to receive her master's from Cornell University in 1955. And right after, she began teaching and writing. Morrison has worked at a wide range of colleges and universities. Her teachings transcend the academic world. She has been editor and has taught other writers through editorial support. In 1967, Morrison, a single mother of 2, got a job as a senior editor at Random House. 3 years later, she published her first novel, The Bluest Eye. The main character in The Bluest Eye always looks to white standards for beauty, which has been an issue throughout American history that has resonated even today. The Bluest Eye makes people think about what the standards of beauty really are in an American society. In 1975, Morrison was nominated for the National Book Award for Sula. Sula, Toni Morrison's second novel, is a great literary work. In it, she lays out with complexity, humor, and emotional power what happens to a black community when it confronts the rebelliousness of an extremely unconventional and creative and confrontational black woman.
Maybe I'm responding because I have had reviews in the past that have accused me of not writing about white people. I remember a review of Sula in which the reviewer said, this is all well and good, but one day she, meaning me, will have to face up to the real responsibilities and get mature and write about the real confrontation for black people, which is white people. As though our lives have no meaning and no depth without the white gaze. And I've spent my entire writing life trying to make sure that the white gaze was not the dominant one in any of my books. And the people who helped me most arrive at that kind of language were African writers.
2 years later, Morrison's novel Song of Solomon, which is infused with magical realism, won the National Book Critics Circle Award and brought her into the mainstream. Toni Morrison is an extremely imaginative writer. She comes up with ideas and images that boggle the mind. She uses extremely charged symbolic representations, yet she presents them as if they are a part of everyday life. In 1988, Morrison wrote the Pulitzer Prize-winning historical fiction Beloved, a story revolving around a former slave who was haunted by her decision to kill her children rather than see them become slaves. In 2006, the New York Times called Beloved the best work of an American fiction of the past 25 years. Beloved is an extraordinary work of literary art because it explores a history of slavery and how it contorts and distorts the African American psyche. In recognition of her contribution to her field, she received the 1993 Nobel Prize in Literature, making her the first African American woman to be selected for the award. The following year, she published the novel Jazz, which explores marital love and betrayal. In 1989, Morrison became a professor at Princeton University, but later retired in 2006. However, during her stay at Princeton, Morrison established a workshop for writers and performers known as the Princeton Artillery in 1994. The program served to help students create original works in a variety of artistic fields. Toni Morrison continued to write experimental opera, non-fiction, children's books, and a spoken word album, which earned a Grammy Award in 2008. Toni Morrison paved the way for an entire generation of African American female novelists. Perhaps most importantly, by placing black female subjectivity at the center of her work. Black women's lives were sufficient, they were important and worthy of creative attention, and she gave voice to that. She is a remarkable national treasure, the cause of her extraordinary contributions in literature and as a public intellectual. She, Toni Morrison, occupies a supreme role in a panel of great American writers.